95% of Americans, they play for clout. Most Americans ask me to play a set. No joke, they just want to brag to their friends if they beat me. One minute and we can talk about why Japan is better than USA. Spinfinite, if you see this part of the VOD, you should put that up there. Why Japan is the best region in the world. I think that's better. Okay guys, let's get into this. Feel free to leave comments and stuff, and you can give your opinions about things I say, and we'll talk about it all. We'll talk about everything. Reason number one that I think Japan is better than the rest of the world, I guess, is they actually like to share stuff with each other. Japan does not have a problem sharing anything within any of each other. What I mean by that is, like, when it comes to tech or like game plans, how to beat characters, and like just like anything that falls under just like sharing stuff in the game with each other, they have no problem doing that. I just believe that they want each other, they just want to be the best. Like, they want their region to stay the best. And the problem with rest of the world, they never want to share tech, right? I can't really speak for other regions. I could just only really speak where I live at and the people I play. But I feel like this is a problem throughout all the other regions that's not Japan. They keep all their tech to themselves, and they try to use it in a tournament to get one lucky win on a good player, because that's the only way that they actually feel that they can beat them, which is just essentially you pretty much saying,
I'm not better than this guy, so I'm gonna try to gimmick him out and get my win in 10 seconds of fame.
I think that's the biggest issue. That's the biggest problem that people in other regions, or maybe just America, have with, they just don't want to share their tech. If they find something and they see someone in their pool, they're going to hide it until they play that person, and that's when they're going to do it. I think it's just dumb, like, to just be like, yo, I'm trying to get this win. And they just want to get the win to pop off, pretty much. They want to get the win to pop off and like say,
oh, I beat this guy, he's not as good as everyone say.
Stuff like that. And it's like, bro, you literally saved a gimmick for me just to get one win, and you could not repeat that win the next time. But let's say, like, if you're in Japan, they'll show you that, and they'll play you, they'll do that stuff, and like, if you adapt to it, they'll find new stuff, show you that, and then it's just like a big 50-50 from there. But like, people in America don't see it that way. They don't see it as in like, oh, if I show him this, I could find something else, and then show him that, and then like it's just a whole 50-50 on what I'm gonna do. They rather just be like, nah, it's gonna work and I'm gonna win. But sometimes your gimmick can work and you still lose, because like you're just getting smoked the whole game. So your gimmick worked for you, but like it doesn't really matter. I just don't understand why people want to hide all their tech to get one win, when that one win is not going to help you win the tournament. You'll just get your little 10 seconds of fame, your little like maybe 150 followers on Twitter. That's all you're really looking for, because you're not really looking to win the tournament. Number two is Japan don't care who they play. They all play with each other no matter what. If they're in each other's pools, they'll play. Maybe they won't play the day before, but like if they see them in a pool a week before the tournament and they start chat, they'll still play with each other. Americans won't play with you, as far as I know. I mean, I could be a victim of this also, but I feel like it's a bit different for me. I just don't really play people. That's just me. But if someone asks me to play, I never say no. But I don't go out my way to ask someone to play, pretty much. But I would never be like, nah, I don't want to play you. You in my pool. Or I wouldn't be like, nah, I don't want to play you. Americans, a lot of Americans, they'll play you and they'll pick a secondary character instead of playing their main, because they don't want you to get a read on their main character if they feel like they're better than you. Which is another thing that's dumb, because you're only hurting yourself, you're only hurting yourself in the long run, because you thinking you can beat someone don't really mean you can beat them, and then you're just wasting time, because you might just get smoked when y'all play in tournament, and then what were you not playing your main for the whole time? It just don't really make sense. Like, just because you think you can do something don't mean you can do it, right? I think I could win Evo, but I haven't done it. You know, you can't just think something into existence. It just don't work that way. You'll never go to Japan and they won't be playing their mains. They're only going to play their main all the time, non-stop, 24/7. I've never seen Daigo play a different character in casuals. I've never seen Tokido, Bon-chan, Nemo, whoever else it is. I've never seen them play a different character in casuals that's not a character that they're going to pick on you in the tournament, or is not their main. They would never do that. They don't hide characters. But in America, I've seen so many times where people just don't want to play someone with their main because they feel like they could beat them. So they just like, nah, I'll play them with my sub or my third, fourth, whatever character I don't even play. Another thing is that Japan can all play each other online, right? So that's another huge thing. America can't really control this, or no region can control this. Japan lives close enough that they can all play each other, right? Online. They can all play each other online. Luckily, most of the really, really good players, like most of like the higher level American players, live in the East Coast, so a lot of them play each other. But like the few that's in the West Coast, they don't really have the chance to play against like people like IDOM or like Shen, Smug, Knuckle-Doo. Like you ain't getting the luxury to play against those people. But in Japan, like, they can all play against each other online. Like, they all play each other online. But that's nothing anyone can really control. I do feel like the hide and tech thing is like the biggest part. Hide and tech and playing with each other are like two huge things that people don't want to do. I think Japan, they help each other out with matchups more than other regions. Other regions will not help you learn the matchup. Like in America, if someone feel like you don't know the matchup, they not playing you. Most people won't play you, right? They'll pick different characters that they're not going to play with you in tournament, and they won't let you learn the matchup. So they'll duck you. They'll give you dumb reasons that's not true why they not playing you. They be like,
yo, I gotta take my dog out.
You don't even got a dog, bro. How you taking something out that don't exist? What you mean you taking your dog out? You ain't got no dog. Stop lying. Like, people will just make up the dumbest excuses so they just don't have to play you. I've seen it so many times. I don't have these problems personally because I just don't care to ask anyone to play. If I don't know a matchup, I just don't know it. You know, I'm just going to think about it in my brain and hopefully I can come up with something. Actually, another huge reason Americans hate criticism. As much as Americans love to be like, yeah, man, I just want to know what I'm doing, they don't want that. There's only a select few people who will take criticism and actually take what you learn. There's so many people in America. If you get, they'll go on social media and they'll be like, yo, what am I doing wrong? I'm open for criticism. But if you tell them what they doing wrong, they not hearing that. They're like, nah, I don't do that. Nah, that don't work. What you're saying isn't true. And I've had this happen to me mad times with mad people I've tried to help. And even people that do take it well, or they just don't argue back with you, they don't actually listen to you. You can tell someone something and they just won't ever, like, it never processes in their brain to do what you told them. And it's like they don't try, because I see it and then I see it again and I see it again and I see it again, and then I'm like, bro, it's just no point. What am I helping you for? It honestly don't make sense for me to help you if you're really just not taking what I'm saying ever. Asians do play to improve and Americans actually play for clout. That's actually 100% facts. 95% of Americans play for clout. 100% that is true. Most Americans ask me to play a set. No joke, they just want to brag to their friends if they beat me. Bruh. Which is why I don't play those people. Certain people in America I will never play in a set because they literally go to brag to their friend that they beat me. When half the time I'm playing casuals, I'm not playing to win. I'm literally just playing to learn stuff. I don't play casuals to win. I play casuals to learn stuff and to like maybe help someone else learn stuff too. But they just, most Americans literally play to be like,
yo, I beat him in the casuals, he's not that good.
Like, bro, shut up. You still got 0 tournament wins. I got like 20, 30. How am I not good, but you are?
With that, I just have 2 more words to say. Obama out.
That might be the biggest reasons why Americans are not that good. They play to get a win. They don't play to win the tournament. That's actually a huge thing in America. I feel like they play to get a win. Like, they'll look at their bracket and they'll just only practice hard as hell for this one person figuring out everything so they can get that win and pop off and just, you know, feel like they won the whole tournament, when in reality they might make it out that pool and then they just go 0-2. As much as they want to say they want to get better, don't believe most of these Americans on Twitter, okay? Most of them are capping. 95% of the time, they're capping. They just want to beat a specific person to get clout. Asians don't play for clout. They literally play, they ask you questions. Like, even when I play them in sets, they ask me questions. You can tell they take your advice too. Because if you play them in a set, again, they'll apply what you told them or try to apply it right away. They ask you questions, even though the language barrier is, you know, not in their favor, they'll still try to the best of their, like, ability to talk to you. Like, sometimes they even pull out the Google Translate and try to talk to you with that. Another thing, I feel like Americans, they play, but they don't actually know how to train correctly. They'll grind out endless sets non-stop, but it's no real goal. They just play, but they're not learning anything. Like, they're just playing. You can play 10 hours a day. You won't get any better if there's no goal, unless you're like already like a real beginner. Then, you know, just playing non-stop is actually good. But when you play and you just don't know why you're playing, you're just playing because you think playing is going to make you better, is not the case. Once you reach a certain level, just playing the game is not helping you get better. There's actually people in America and in Europe who play low tier on purpose, so when they lose, they can actually have the excuse of, my character suck. There's actually people who will play like Fang, they'll play Alex, and then they'll option select and be like, yeah, my character suck. And like, they'll be on Twitter talking about, yeah, my character not good, I can't do this. And it's like, bro, no one tells you to play these characters. So when you lose with that low tier, own up to it. You lost, you got smoked. That dude is better than you. I don't care if he playing a better character. I don't care if I play a better character. Own up to your loss. If you want to play low tier, that's all good and well. That's fine by me. I don't care. But don't come to me with the, I play low tier, bro. Or the, my character can't do this, your character better than mine. Don't come to me with that, because I just don't care. But I feel like I've touched up on everything I needed to touch up on. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section below, and maybe we can make another video about this. No one tells you to play these characters. I didn't tell you to play Alex.